Welcome back to NC Bass, and today we're back on Lake Norman. Just fished here Sunday, so I feel like I kind of had a practice day for the Tuesday tournament. It's chilly this morning. I just checked, it said 34 degrees. It's kind of chilly. I'm hoping I'll get the fish biting. It's kept the crowd down. We probably got like 15 boats here today. It looks like there's a lot less debris in the water than there was Sunday. I'm hoping I don't hit anything. Sunday was kind of sketchy with the wind blowing, trees everywhere, railroad ties, all kinds of stuff out here floating around. Pontoon boats, like it, and the water is completely muddy. But since yesterday, they've dropped the lake 2 feet. They must be pulling a ton of current. So instead of running back to the creeks where the water's cleaner like I was thinking about doing, I just changed my mind. I think I'm gonna fish main lake points. The only bites I could get on Sunday were on the main lake anyways. I was thinking about running down Lake, Mountain Creek area, Little Creek area, and trying to fish a little bit cleaner water, but I still feel like the bigger fish are gonna bite in the mud, and plus I can power fish in the mud. Even though it was tough Sunday in the mud, I still feel like I can catch a big one in the mud. I just need to fish over 3 pounds. That's usually what it takes to win these things. If you catch one over 3 pounds, you got a good chance to win. It's a 3 fish limit, 7 to 12. It's gonna be broad daylight by the time we start. Hopefully they're biting the crankbait. Let's see how it goes. As calm as can be right there. Fish. Finally. Is he still on there? Gotta be tiny. Yep, he's tiny. Finally something, guys. No wind on the bridge. I don't even know why I'm trying. First spot didn't work out. It started where I caught my first fish on Sunday, and you get 214, that's a baby. But water's still really muddy, but it might be a little bit clearer, and there's a way less debris out here. God, I mean, slammed it, biggin', I think. Get it so close to the boat, I can't tell though. Oh my gosh. It's got him hooked weird. That's probably what happened on Sunday, at least I hope. Thought I had a big one and it was probably just like this. Made a lot of casts over there. He was on the bank. I mean, if I can go around and catch him on a square bill, I have a fun day. Big or small. That reactor right there, guys, thing will catch some fish. Perfect sound, not too loud, just a good thud. Perfect for this muddy water, and perfect color. That's going to only get better as it gets closer to pre-spawn. It's a little bit early for red, but the muddy water makes it work. See if at least got my 14-incher. Yep. It's right at 15. On the sunny side, which is kind of surprising. This is the best side also. Oh man, he slammed it. How big is this one? Can't tell how big they are on this medium action rod. I don't think he's that big, but he could be. He's starting to fight now. I always get nervous with crankbaits because they always want to come off somehow. Look like a big fish. Oh, he's not. Not that big, but we'll take him. We're definitely eating it better today than they were Sunday. You hook them on the outside of the head, they fight really hard, guys. That's probably what happened. I'm telling you, I made 80 casts to this spot. They're in the sun. I mean, that fish is over 2 pounds. He's probably about 2 and he's probably about 2.1. He ain't big, but he's big enough. Oh, man, he hit it hard. He's probably small. He feels small. Little ones will hit it so hard because they can't get their mouth around it. I think he's gonna help. They're fun though. About the same size as the first one I caught. We already got a limit. The first 30 minutes of my first spot I didn't catch anything, and it's been 14 minutes since I caught the first one here, and I've already pulled in 4. So they're biting. I'm telling you, that reactor works. Most important thing you can do, guys, 10-pound InvisX. See, keep retying. You got to be in the rocks to catch fish. You got to be bumping off stuff, wood, rocks, whatever. You got to be bumping off stuff, and your line's not getting frayed, then you're not in the right spots. When your line's getting frayed, you need to keep retying all day long. Just retie as much as possible. Back here. Oh my God, he killed it in his tiny. Pulled the rod out of my hands. It actually might help a little bit. Yep, he's bigger than my smalls for sure. I mean, they're hitting it like, and I'm throwing the right bait. I mean, they are knocking the crap out of it. Gives me a lot of confidence. That's the first fish I got out of the shade. He's kind of on the shade line. They've all been in the sun. I'll throw a crankbait all day and have a blast. He's way bigger than that one. I'll just need a 3-pounder and we'll be in business. Fish. Wind's blowing on here perfect. He ain't big though. You never know with this rod, but he don't feel big. Hooked him 60 yards away. Now he goes crazy. He ain't gonna help, I don't think. They're biting though. Windy Point, staying on the main lake. Oh, he ain't gonna help. Oh, there's one. I mean, drilled it at the boat. About to leave because the boat just come through here. I didn't think I'd catch one. In Mountain Creek right now. Kind of want to stay on the main lake, but it's just a little bit cleaner in here. I just like fishing these bridges, the rocks. I mean, they're eating the crankbait. So it gives me a little confidence to keep going back here. I was thinking about going back out. Well guys, midday update. I'm here in Mountain Creek. There's not a cloud in the sky. The wind's starting to pick up, but there's not much wind back here. I'm gonna go hit these bridges real fast. I'm probably gonna go back up in the mud. I mean, it's probably gonna get muddier the further back I go. It's not bad right here. It's probably like 2 or 3 foot visibility right here at the railroad track bridge in Mountain Creek. They're biting the crankbait, they're biting the square bill. Hopefully they're gonna keep biting it. I just need to fish over 3 pounds, and I feel like I got a good chance, but you never know what they're gonna bring in. But if I keep catching fish, I'm having a good day. It's fun. Finally feel like I'm getting a pattern. If I keep catching them on the rock, on these points with the wind blowing on it and the bridges, then I mean, at least I feel like I got a pattern I can run. That's a lot more confident than I've had the last few times. It's been junk fishing. Hopefully these fish are still eating all day. Let's see how it goes. There's one swim bait fish. What is this? It's a big old warmouth. Look at that. A rare warmouth. The green sunfish took this lake over. Well, maybe I should stick to the crankbait if I'm going to catch those. Fish. God, the bridge is the only place. Oh, and I lost him, man. Ah, I think it's that big, but it's the only place I can catch a fish. I'm fishing right behind the boat too. Oh, there we go. Oh, jig fish, but he's not even big. Finally, something on the jig. Man, I thought if I got one on the jig, it's going to be a good one. A little creeper jig. I mean, he wanted it. Had one rip my pinchers off my tantrum trailer earlier. 30 minutes left, guys. It's been slow lately.
Yeah, it'll be a 565.
Oh, that's the lead, ain't it? Yeah.
Yes. You lead it.
Well, guys, that's the tournament. I guess everybody struggled. 565 won, and 555 was second. I mean, it was close. They both had a tiny fish. Both had two good ones and a tiny one. A 303 was big fish. The guy in second place got it, and the first place had a 298 for big fish. I guess it was a tough day for everybody because 565 usually wouldn't win. I wish I'd known that. If I could have caught a couple more 2-pounders. I only had 419, but I still ended up in fourth place. I mean, a lot of people didn't weigh in, but I haven't weighed in so long. I said I might as well go ahead and weigh in, but just can't find that big bite. It's been real tough to find a fish over 3 pounds, and that's what you need to win these things or get a check in the big bass tournaments. But cold front, not a cloud in the sky, and real muddy water with the water dropping. I mean, the conditions weren't great. I'm glad I caught some fish. It was still fun. I love catching them on crankbait. That's one of my favorite ways to catch them. That right base reactor works real good, and I was able to get a few fish. They're up real shallow, and that thing will crawl over rocks real good, and you can fish it really shallow. I like a rock crawler when the fish get a little bit, like they're just a little bit off the bank. Square bill works great right on the bank, and they were in the rocks. That's what I was really expecting them to be on, like targets, timber, and dock poles, and walkways. I thought they'd be up, but these fish are just on the wind-blown points and random areas. I mean, it made it hard to catch them. I marked a lot of suspended fish. I'm not going to fish deep when it's this muddy. Worked my way down the mountain creek. I mean, fished a little bit of Little Creek too. I mean, the water looked a lot better down there, but I could not get bit down there. I never do well when I go down lake, but I know there's a lot of good fishing down lake, especially some big spots down there. But I know you guys are probably getting tired of the Lake Norman videos, but I got another tournament here December 5th, I believe. I'm trying to get good at Lake Norman. I know there's not a lot of big fish in this lake, but you can win money here, a lot of tournaments here, and I like to compete. And this lake is good to just teach you how to fish fast and how to catch fish in all kinds of different conditions, because there's so many different parts of the lake you can fish and different ways you can fish. That's what I do like about Lake Norman. Just not really any big fish, but wintertime's coming. These spots are going to get real fat, and they're going to start feeding. I'm telling you guys, I've seen some seagulls a day. The bite's about to really pick up. When the water temperature gets under 60 degrees, these fish will really start feeding up. Small fish will be harder to catch. Your chances to catch a big fish go way up, especially when it gets into pre-spawn, January, February, especially February. December's a good month to catch fish too. I mean, I don't catch big fish in December usually, but there's a bunch of fish, so they'll start schooling. And seagulls are here. Once that water temperature starts cooling off like it has been, the big fish bite's going to really get better. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.